All right, everybody, welcome to today's personal development slash leadership slash, let's just go straight into the lesson. I am your host, Joel Dunn, as always. Today, we've got an amazing lesson to go over. I thought a lot about what we should be talking about because we haven't talked about certain things in a long time. And one of the things I wanted to talk about was some of the foundational things about leadership and about sales and about having a team that I think it's time we review again because it's something that is so foundational that I want to make sure that everybody on here is getting this. So let me start with this morning. Persuasion isn't about pressure. It's all about connection. Because the most influential people in the world don't just convince people. Leaders just don't convince people. They lead, they move people in the direction that they should be going. And so if you're in leadership, which you're here, that's part of the reason why you're here is because you want to develop. If you're in business, if you do sales, if you're building anything like a team, your ability to communicate is your ability to grow. You know, John Maxwell talks about it all the time. You have to become a great communicator. So today I'm going to go over a simple framework that you can use immediately. And if you see from the title of the talk, we're going to be talking about speak, because speaking is important. So if you master this, here's the thing, you will never, quite possibly never, struggle with what to say again. So SPEAK is an acronym, and the S is start with a story. Why? Because stories lower resistance. People don't argue with stories. They step into them. They engage with them. I mean, think about this. Nobody remembers your bullet points. Nobody remembers the bullet points when I do a talk. They remember how I made them feel, how you made them feel. So, when you're trying to help somebody with, health products, instead of saying our products improve health, you should start by saying, 3 months ago, I was exhausted every day at 2 p.m. if this is your story. No energy, brain fog. I thought this was just normal. And then because now people lean in. Why? Because they see themselves in your story. We say this all the time. Facts tell, stories sell. So before every message or when you're thinking about how to help people, ask yourself this: what story can I tell that creates connection? Then next is P, present the problem. And if you've seen my posting lately, that's a lot of what I'm doing. I'm presenting a problem that people may not know that they have. They have it, they may just not be aware of it. Because people listen when they feel understood. And most people jump straight to the solution and skip the most important step. If people don't feel seen, they won't listen. If they don't know that there is a problem to solve, how can they solve it? Your job is to help show them what the problem is, or to listen to their problem so that you can help solve it. Think about this. Everything that you're trying to do right now, you're working hard, but you're still not getting the results you want. Why? Because X, Y, and Z. See, now they start thinking, oh, that's me. I'm trying to do everything right. It's not working, and I'm working hard. So why isn't it working? And then you help start the conversation and provide the solution. Because you're not selling, you're aligning with them. So here's the thing that you need to do. You need to have connection before correction. You need to slow down and speak to their frustrations, their fears, and possibly their current realities that they don't even know, because you're uncovering something to help them see that you have a way to provide something better or provide a solution. Because when you define the problem better than they can, they assume that you have the solution. Which comes to E. Explain the solution. See, clarity creates trust. And we know this. Confused minds say no. So confused people don't move. The biggest mistake that people make here is they try overcomplicating everything. So we always need to keep it simple. You don't need to impress the people. You need to make it simple so that they can make a yes decision for you. So example, instead of saying it's a scientifically validated omega balance system, just simply say it's a simple daily habit that helps your body get back into balance. That's it. And we test to prove that that's working. Simple scales. Complexity repels. I'm going to say that again so you completely understand this. Simple scales. Complexity repels. Because if they can't explain it, they won't share it. So ask yourself this. Could a 10-year-old understand what I just explained? If not, simplify it again. The next one is A. Amplify the possibility. Show them what life looks like after the change, after they make the decision. People don't buy products, they buy outcomes. They buy you. They buy more energy, more freedom, more time, more confidence, a better community. So paint that picture for them. You can say things like, imagine waking up with energy again. No crash in the afternoon, showing up better for your family, feeling like yourself again. See, now it's emotional. Now it's real. It's something that they can connect to. Because people move toward vision, not information. And I know that's a big issue for me because I am an analytic. I am an information overload human. And so I have to be so specific about casting the vision and not overloading on information. See, you got to help them see what's possible when this works for them. Not when it worked for you, when it works for them. Because if they can see it, they can move towards it. And finally, we're at the K. Kick, start, action. Most people end with, let me know if you're interested. Guys, that's weak. Clarity and action creates results. Clarity and action moves your team forward. So say this, here's what I want you to do. Send me a message that says ready, and I'll walk you through the next step. It's direct, clear, and simple. No confusion, because confused people delay. Clear people take action. So you want to clear it up for them so that they have the ability to take action. The thing is that you always need to give something, one clear next step or one simple action. Because if you don't, they just go away. Because momentum starts with movement. So you need to make sure that you're giving them a clear next step so that you can move them from where they are to where they need to be. That is what leadership is about, taking someone where they should be going because they don't know the direction to go. And since you are the leader, and the leader only needs to be 1 or 2 steps ahead, you don't have to have 10 or 20 years of experience as a leader in order to bring people in the right direction. You only need to be 1 or 2 extra steps in that direction to help those people. So let me bring this all together. If you ever feel stuck on what to say, just remember to speak. Start with a story, present the problem, explain the solution, amplify the possibility, and kickstart them with action. This is how you move people. Not with pressure, but with clarity, connection, and vision. Again, vision is the part that I have to get better at. And if you want to grow your influence, learn to speak in a way that makes people feel understood and see what's possible. And then take action. Because when you master that, you don't just build a business, you build people, you build impact, and you make a difference in the world around you. All right, guys, take this, share it with somebody on your team, work together to develop some of these speak habits, and practice with each other. And then take this and go out and do incredible things. Guys, I hope this helped. Go out and make it an amazing day, and I hope your week is as awesome as you are.